Now we're back with senior night. Emily Cole. Emily Cole is out. She's part of the Palm squad. Carmen Grigson. That's Grigson. That's I get confused with that bunch a lot.
Nicole Moore right there.
Nicole Moore, part of the Palm squad.
Now representing the Pep Band, Hiram Erdman.
The Pep Band representing the Pep Band is Hiram Erdman. I taught a Bible study class with him this morning, so good to see Hiram out here.
Member of the Pep Band and the choir, Philip Shepard.
Member of the Pep Band and the choir, Philip Shepard. Philip was he was the keyboard player during the football season. Stephanie Blakemore.
Jerry and Tina Blakemore. Jana Calvert, daughter of Anna Horsey and
Jana Calvert.
Kirsty and Sierra Carson.
Kirsty and Sierra Carlson.
Daughters of Chuck and Essie Carlson.
Escorted by their parents.
Son of Jill and Paul Quinton.
Tyler Dixon. I think these are part of choir, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right?
Daughter of Melissa McCain.
Savara Harrison.
Michelle Reynolds.
Michelle Reynolds.
Molly Sullivan.
Molly Sullivan.
Casey Wilkin.
Casey Wilkin.
And Christine Wilkin.
I remember a brother playing football a couple years ago. He was a good football player.
Squad and the choir, Kelly Velakis, daughter of William and Virginia Velakis.
Gelly Fafakis. She's part of the cheerleading squad as well as the choir.
Basketball player Yasmin Drizzy.
Yasmin Drizzy.
Host of Gerald and Sherry Thomas.
She's exchange student, and her host parents are escorting her net. There's Brooke Barnett.
Daughter of Angel Willis and Patty Barnett.
That's her dad, and they look so much alike.
Members of the new conference champions, Michelle Limsargis. Daughter of Donald and Melina Limsargis.
Michelle Limsargis.
Kim Reynolds.
Kim Reynolds.
And Teresa Reynolds.
And Jake McBride, our PA announcer, just announcing us as the conference champions.
Basketball squad, Chad Battle.
And here's Chad Battles. He's the son of Craig, who's in San Antonio tonight. And Leilani Battles, who's escorting him tonight. There's Jordan Baumgartner. He loves the love and the press time that we give him on here. Matt Glenn.
Bradley Hart, son of Chris and Tracy Hart.
There's Bradley Hart and Marcus Patterson. And then finally, senior Delton Rhodes.
Leon and Brenna Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2012 seniors representing Prairie High School.
And there's the seniors from the Palm squad, the cheerleading squad, choir, pep band, girls and boys basketball. Let's give them a hand for seniors night. And Derek, we're going to take a commercial break here during the break while the boys warm up a little bit, and then we'll join you back after they warm up. And now looks like a few gifts. Well, let's hang here while we can. Let's like some gifts. The girls are giving their. Looks like this the underclassmen are giving the senior girls a gift. They're going to take some pictures, and then we're going to take a break. We'll join you in time for the boys' game, so don't go away. Or if you do go away, come back. We'll talk to you soon.
Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger Basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmiston, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmiston, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville, we're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store. And by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball.
Okay, we're back for the boys game now, and Derek, as we get ready for the boys game tonight, the conference isn't totally all wrapped up yet, but unless Gentry pulls off an upset to Berryville, regardless of what happens here tonight, Prairie Grove would be a 5th seed, and Farmington and the boys would come in as a 7th seed. But
Yep.
Farmington, the last few games, Derek, has played exceptionally well. They haven't. I think they upset one team, and then they played Pea Ridge into overtime the other night.
Yeah, played Berryville very close both times this year. I believe they even played Shiloh close. Our conference is really strange. I mean, Shiloh is going to win the conference. They're 12-1, but they haven't blown anybody out, really. I mean, they've had some tight games. Farmington is going to be the 7th seed in our conference, but I feel like, you know, the 1 and 2 seed is very critical. Those teams are automatically going to go to the regional tournament. But the 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, any two of those teams could wind up in the regional tournament at Ozark in 2 weeks. Having said that, with everybody's positions pretty much set, you still don't want to lose on senior night, and you still don't want to lose to Farmington on your senior night. So plenty to play for tonight. A key tonight, Lynn, is the last time we played Farmington, Ty Tice led us in scoring 19 points that night. We've seen some guys step into his place and do a good job of scoring, but that's going to be critical tonight. You know, Farmington's pressure really got to us in the first quarter. We only scored 4 points against them in the first quarter and then exploded for 25 in the second quarter. And, you know, we're coming off a road win at Berryville where not a lot of teams are able to win. We're coming off that win Tuesday night. Hopefully we can carry that momentum into tonight's game and pick up a win.
Well, Derek, the thing is with the Prairie Grove boys, for those that may have missed, Ty's back in the hospital with a little bit of an infection or something, I believe, but hopefully he'll have a speedy recovery. Wish him that, and glad he's able to watch on the webcast tonight. Now, the other night we did not webcast from Berryville, but the other night Derek Arguello got the start. We had Ty Tice out, Chad Battles out, and
Coach Ed out.
Coach Ed was out sick and was somehow able to go into Berryville where it is very difficult to win and come away with a win. And now we're going to get ready for the starting lineups.
I've got it.
Senior night game continues. Prairie Grove. Final game of the home season. Featuring the Farmington Cardinals and the Prairie Grove Tigers.
Starting lineups for the Cardinals.
Tonight for the Farmington Cardinals. Winner number 0, Josh Mueller.
Number 0, Josh Mueller. He's a junior. Jared Martin. He's a senior. Great football player. Jimmy Hollingsworth. He's a junior. Matt Brackett, number 23. He's a senior. And Chase Garner, number 32, he's a junior. So,
and I think Coach Ed's going to start 5 seniors tonight, which is always good to see. I think we've got 6 on the team. He can't start 6, but I think he is going to start 5.
We're starting all the seniors we possibly can. Senior, 0,
Marcus Patterson, the 0, a senior. Great to see him start.
Senior, number 15, Matt Glenn.
Matt Glenn, he's a senior.
Senior, number 22,
Delton Rhodes, a senior.
Senior, number 23, Brad Hart.
Number 23, Brad Hart, a senior.
Senior, number 32, Chad Battles. And you'll see
Chad came a little old school out at first, a little slow move there.
coached by Ulysses Willie and Steve Edmondson.
And there is Jordan Baumgardner.
Baumgardner, unbelievable.
And Baumgardner, of the 6 seniors tonight, Jordan Baumgardner, who starts normally, won't get the start tonight. They'll have Harton, Glenn,
And
Delton Rhodes, Chad Battles, and Marcus Patterson.
I think this will be Harton and Matt Glenn's first start of their maybe their career, but I think of this year for sure. Well, Prairie Grove Lynn needs to get off to a much better start. You don't want to dig a hole, even though that's what happened at Farmington. We don't want to play from behind, get out to a good start right here, not let Farmington's pressure get the best of us.
Well, we're getting ready to start, and it's senior night, and Farmington controls the tip. You know, last time Prairie Grove had, I believe, 6 or 7 straight losses to Farmington. That was snapped in Farmington, but it's been a while since we beat them on a home court. So
yeah, that's right. That'd be good to get that turned around.
Farmington moving the ball. Mueller, he gets it over to Martin. Hollingsworth, and there's Martin for 3, misses. Delton Rhodes with the rebound. Gets it down quickly to Chad Battles. Chad drives, no good. Rebound goes to Garner, and he gets it to Hollingsworth.
Oh, that was a strong move right there by Chad. I thought he might have gotten fouled right there, but at least early on, the ref's going to let him play.
Glenn to Battles, and Battles, nope. Oh! Patterson with the rebound, and nothing falls to the Tigers on that possession.
Well, could have easily been 2 fouls the last 2 possessions on Farmington. The referee, at least that one, on that baseline, going to let him play.
Well, that's the way the girls' game. They let them play in the girls' game for a while, and then they got foul call happy, so you never know how to turn out.
Well, then our student section is up at least for this game.
Shot missed there by Brackett. Delton Rhodes with another rebound. And Battles has made 2 strong moves with the basket, and unfortunately for him, didn't get the call.
Yep. And Marcus Patterson did a good job of following up with the offensive rebound. He may have gotten fouled too, but no call.
And the ball gets into Delton Rhodes. No score yet. 6 minutes, 35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Matt Glenn feeds inside to Battles. Battles makes a move. That time, nice clean block there.
Clean block.
By Chase Garner. May have got a hand on him, but he was a good block there. Now Hollingsworth.
Tell you what, the Farmington pressure is not as I remembered it from the first game. We had trouble just dribbling the ball, and right now we're doing a good job of running the offense, even though we haven't gotten any points out of it.
And a jump ball, Delton Rhodes and Chad Battles. Good job of trapping over there. I think they had Martin trapped over there, and
yeah, exactly right.
Turnover.
Now they are going to pick up the pressure a little bit. Coach Thompson not real happy with the intensity from his ball club in the early going.
Matt Glenn, he gives it to Patterson. Patterson, nice play there by Brackett. Mueller driving, ball knocked away by Patterson. Now Battles again, and he's going to pull it out and slow the pace down just a tad.
Yeah, Marcus has got to be careful not leaving his feet to make a pass. Got to stay down. Farmington's got pretty good length and athleticism.
For 3, no good. Battles with the rebound. Gets it out the Rhodes. Nice move inside there by Chad to get the rebound. And
Prairie Grove has definitely looked better in the first 2.5 minutes, but nothing to show for it.
Neither team at 2.5 minutes gone in the game, and neither team has yet to score. But Brackett on the drive, he's going to be fouled by Harton. Probably a good foul there by Brad. Make him go to the line and earn it.
Yeah, even though we had gotten off to a good start, the last couple of possessions have been a little sloppy. We've turned the ball over a couple times. Got to make sure we do a better job of getting that taken care of.
Well, we've gone nearly 3 minutes, and we get our first point, but still no field goals in the game, 3 minutes into the game. And Matt Glenn will check out, and that's Cameron Dowdy checking in.
Oh, good job by Matt Glenn there. He forced a turnover, got a steal, had an open three-point shot, didn't quite get it to go, but good-looking shot.
1 of 2. Bradley Harton, nice pass by Delton Rhodes, and this time they're going to get the foul. That foul's going to be called on Chase Garner. Garner's blocked a couple of shots inside tonight, so.
Yeah, I actually thought that might have been a little more clean than the first 2 trips. We went down and Chad got fouled, but good job of Bradley of staying aggressive. I like the socks that Bradley's sporting. 1 gold, 1 black.
And he makes the free throw. A little bit of old school there, too.
Definitely some old school going on. You know, Bradley used to wear the sports goggles, too. He was really old school.
Second shot on the way, and it is no good. Whoa. So 1-1 with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. Farmington moving the ball around the horn. Mueller, he gets over to Hollingsworth. Brackett for 3, no good. Battles comes down with the rebound. He gets it to Dowdy. You know, there's Battles.
Oh, good pass.
Nice pass. Patterson not quite ready for it.
Yeah, a little bit behind him too, but good idea there by Bradley. Good ball
Bradley
movement.
Harton for 3, no good. Prairie Grove moving the ball around well. Battles comes down the rebound, ball knocked away. I was going to say our student section's on their feet.
Yeah.
But I still miss some of the days. I mean, just a few years ago, these two the game was just so intense as the student sections are as enjoyable to watch
that
the
was
ball game.
That was the game within the game, just to watch the student sections. You're right. Now Baumgartner checking in. Good job by Bradley Harton, giving us 3 good minutes there.
Now, Farmington, tight man-to-man play right now. There's Battles over in the corner, and he throws it away.
That was not Battles.
Battles.
Tim Dart, the referee.
Battles was open.
Battles was open.
Was that Patterson that threw it away there?
Yeah. Yep.
1-1, and we're halfway through the first quarter. No field goals yet in the game. 2 free throws. That's all that's been made. 1-1.
Oh, good job. That almost went off his knee, I thought.
Brackett gets the ball into Mueller. Martin has the ball over in the. Martin might have got away with a step or 2 over there, but no call. There's Mueller with the ball, and Brackett looking inside to Garner.
Prairie Grove really active with their hands on defense and positioning, and good job by Farmington of getting an open layup there.
And the ball rolls off, so now down to 3 minutes, 25 seconds. Brackett, a long 3, no good. Garner,
I sure thought Garner hit that one out of bounds.
Yeah, it may have gone off of Battles right there at the end.
Yeah, I think the referee had a much better position to make that call than we do.
And now Delton Rhodes fouls. That was not a Coach Ed just kind of buried his head on that because the way the foul came, it was a reaching foul that really was not necessary.
Yeah. You know, Coach Ed's been sick, battling the flu all week. Those kinds of plays make you sick as well when you're coaching. Really not necessary to commit that foul there. And Delton, I'm sorry, Lynn, but, Delton's our leading scorer, so we got to have him out on the floor.
Well, that was Alex Dellett that checks in, and also number 10, and he hit a lot of threes. Jackson Stevens, I believe, got hot from three-point land the last time we played in Farmington. There's Martin for 3, and he's got it. And after 5 minutes and 3 seconds of play, we have our first field goal.
We got a field goal.
Matt Glenn with the ball. He gives it to Patterson. Patterson to Bob Gardner. There's Matt Glenn, a three-pointer. Bottom!
There we go.
4-4. 2 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and the two teams exchanged three-pointers. Fed inside there. And this
Oh, my goodness.
You got the guy running to the basket. He doesn't call a foul, and the guy out at the half-court line calls a foul.
Yeah, and it even surprised the referee that was on the baseline. He looked out at the official at half court and said, "You're going to call that?" Wow.
Alex Dellett makes the first free throw. 5-4, Farmington leads. Second shot by Dellett on the way, and it is good. Farmington takes a 6-4 lead. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Matt Glenn, he's got another three.
Oh, look at that.
And Matt Glenn, he's gotten a hot, and all of a sudden it's 7-6.
Matt is playing well. We saw him last Friday night at Gentry's really spark us with a three-point shot. Tonight he's got two big ones.
He's pretty quick with his hands as well.
Yeah, he is. And, you know, he's a Farmington boy. He's from Farmington, transferred over here a few years ago.
Nice play there by Dellett. So Dellett comes off the bench, and he's picked up 4 points. And Glenn now, he throws the ball away to Brackett. (8-7), Farmington leads. Shot there by Garner, turnaround jumper, it's good. And Farmington takes a 10-7 lead with 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Oh, they're going to let him shoot that ball, Matt. He's hit his last two, and
he wants it
they're
now.
not even guarding him. Give it back to him. Now they stepped out and guarded him a little bit better.
Boy, they're just daring us to shoot the three.
Yeah.
Bob Gardner's going to be fouled by Garner. Then they're daring us to shoot the three, Derek. You got to take that.
Yeah, especially we've hit two in the early going, and Matt Lynn's got the hot hand. I'd like to see him step up there and be confident and knock that shot down. That's 2 fouls on Chase Garner for the Cardinals.
Bob Gardner hit big free throws at Shiloh. Hits this one, pulls Prairie Grove within 2. Into the game is Michael Ryan. He's a sophomore. He's a big sophomore. And he makes 1 of 2, and down the rebound is Dellett. He gets it to Brackett, and we're down to 1 minute and 10 to go in the first quarter. Farmington leading 10-8. Martin for 3, off, no good. Rebound goes to Rhodes. Now Delton Rhodes. Delton went down a little out of control there, and really kind of blew a good scoring opportunity there.
Yeah, Delton did a really good job of elevating and getting that rebound, and then you can see his acceleration with the ball. He really went by the Farmington defenders, just got a little bit ahead of himself there and threw the ball away.
You know, watching Farmington play, both in the game we played them in Farmington and here, I'm struggling to see how they're sitting, their record in the conference, because, they're sitting at 3-10, and they like a better ball club than that to me.
Well, not only that, but as kind of topsy-turvy as our conference has been, it's really surprising that they haven't been able to come away with more than 3 wins, because I definitely think they've got the talent to do it. Just been a little bit unfortunate and come up a little bit short in some games.
Well, in the foul department, the Prairie Grove Tigers have 3. Farmington has 2. Brackett for 3 off the front of the rim. And that's the end of the first quarter. After 1 quarter play, the Farmington Cardinals lead the Prairie Grove Tigers 10-8.
PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. But what does that mean to you? It means that you get to keep up with all your sporting events associated with Prairie Grove Athletics on a website furnished and maintained by PG Telco. It means that the folks at PG Telco have an interest in you, your kids, your school, and your community. And they're focused on progress. They're committed to bringing you the very latest in technology for your home or your office. For telephone, internet, long distance, or direct TV, think PG Telco. Built on community, focused on progress.
Derek, one of the things I definitely need to mention tonight is the Booster Club, the Prairie Grove Booster Club, will have a meeting this Wednesday night at the high school library at 6:30. And a lot of various things are going to be discussing and some various purchases that may be made. So if you're part of the Prairie Grove Booster Club, make sure that you're out if you're not here with us tonight. Well, in the second quarter here, it's going to be Dowdy, Battles, Baumgartner, and Rhodes. This is since Ty Tice has been out and when Chad's been healthy, this has been our starting five. So.
Right. Arguello's filled in. Matt Glenn has filled in for that spot and done a nice job, but this has kind of been the starting five. Actually, Baumgartner did not start over at Berryville the other night.
Nice.
Oh, gosh.
Nice anticipation there by Delton.
Yep. Very quick with his feet, very quick with his hands there.
He did explode after
He did.
that ball.
He is very quick.
Farmington leading 10-8. Prairie Grove in a zone. And now Dowdy gets Delton Rhodes for three. No good. Oh! Battles may have gotten away with a foul there. So, and Delton Rhodes again. And now Patterson is going to be over the back. It looks like he's going to call it. No, he's going to call him on the side.
Should have been
there.
2 shots.
They're lined up like there's 2.
Well, Jake made the announcement that he would be shooting 2, and I'm in agreement with him.
But it looks like they're going to call him for. They're going to call him as Baumgartner goes up strong, and it goes in.
We'll take the 2 points that way, I guess.
Coach Thompson not happy with that little move there, and it's all tied up at 10. You know, yeah, I don't even know how you could call that. He was in the air just putting it back up. That was a crazy call.
Oh, we got the 2 points. That's all that matters.
Yep. Into the game, number 22, Jonathan Curtis. And Brackett.
Well, Jared Martin not afraid to shoot the 3-point shot. I think that's 4 shots that he's taken from behind the arc.
Made 1.
Yep.
Delton Rhodes for 3. That's off. Battles going to get a jump ball there. Nice hustle there by Chad.
Tell you what, Chad is hustling really hard on the offensive glass. He's come away with a few of those tonight. Every time the shot's taken, it seems like Chad is finding a way to get himself around the ball.
Well, and Michael Ryan, the guy that he tied up there, probably has Chad by a good 50 pounds and probably 6 inches, 5 or 6 inches. So.
A lot of times rebounding is just all about effort, all about hustle and who wants it more.
Something just went on here. I'm not sure, but something happened there, Derek.
I think our middle schoolers were over here mixing it up with the senior high student body from Farmington.
Battles, pull-up jumper. Chad Battles hits the shot, and it's 12-10.
Well, we have a warning, and I don't know if it's a delay of game warning. We may have touched the ball after it went through the basket. Coach Ed is voicing his opinion to one of the officials. I don't know what the call was there, but they put it in the scorebook.
Farmington moving the ball around. There's Hollingsworth. He gets it over. That's Curtis to Martin. Farmington moving the ball around well. Feeds it inside to Michael Ryan. Nice pass by Jared Martin.
Well, Farmington's hitting that little short corner, that corner pass, and then the skip pass all the way to the top of the key. We're going to have to do a good job of getting out on that point guard.
Ryan throws away. There's Battles for three. That's off. Rebound by Baumgartner. Nice rebound by long three.
There we go.
Bottom! And Cameron Dowdy hits a long three.
Tell you what,
it's 15 to 10.
Yeah, Prairie Grove is winning this game at the offensive glass right now.
And they've scored 7 straight points. It was 10 to 8. Now 15-10. Looks like Bradley Harton going to check back in for the Tigers.
Coach Thompson wants it. It's about the 6th time he yelled timeout.
Coach Thompson, he must have said it at least 4 or 5 times. Timeout, timeout, timeout.
He's finding the referees sometimes have as hard a time hearing as they do seeing.
You better be glad
I
you're
have to apologize for that.
You better be glad you're out of coaching.
Oh, man. I really hope these officials don't go back and watch these games.
Well, I will tell you, tonight we've accommodated our brethren from over in Farmington that do webcast. We started it here last year in Prairie Grove, and PG Telco has done a great job of not only helping us, they've helped Farmington get something going, and they were really kind to us during football season. We tried to accommodate them as best we could tonight. And then I heard about a week or so ago that they're trying to get Lincoln started next year.
Oh, okay.
So, Prairie Grove Telephone Company trying to, in the area which they cover, trying to provide the schools with the equipment and the necessary things needed to do these webcasts. 5:14 to go in the first half. Prairie Grove leading 15 to 10. Long three, good! And a nice three-point shot there by Josh Mueller, and he cuts the lead down to 2.
Josh Mueller led Farmington in scoring the first time around with 15 points, so he's got that capability of scoring and hitting that outside shot.
That Battles pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound goes over the head of Harton, who was in pretty good position that time. And Mueller wants another 3.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take it. Chad got there at the last second to stop the shot.
Nice ball movement by Farmington. Get the layup there by Dellett. So it's all tied up at 15 as we got about 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Good use of the timeout by Coach Thompson. Farmington's rattled off 5 in a row since the timeout. Chance here to take the lead.
Well, he made some adjustments, I guess, offensively with the kind of the zone trap we're doing here, Derek.
Yeah, that corner pass has been there, and then we set the trap, and they're able to make that long pass to the top of the key. We've got to get there.
Oh, my. We got a break. We got a break right there, Derek. Well, that Coach Thompson definitely upset with that, I think. And has a right to be.
Well, I actually think he's upset at one of his own players for that offensive possession.
Oh, was that what it was?
I could be wrong.
Right to be mad about that
exactly.
as well.
He could be mad at a few things on that possession.
Derek Arguello checks in for Harton. Arguello for 3. Bottom!
What?
And Derek Arguello, he hits the 3. And so how many threes does Prairie Grove have already?
4 3-point baskets.
4 3-pointers, so 12 of our 18 coming from three-point land.
And Arguello had been in all of 3 seconds before he shot that one. A lot of times you like for a player to get in the ball game and break a sweat before they take a shot, but great job by Arguello, seeing another sophomore come into the ball game and make plays for the Tigers.
Well, man, Brackett had his hands there on Rhodes. Baumgartner there, and Patterson trying to drive, and ball knocked away by Brackett. Hollingsworth coming down. He gives it to Martin. Dellett, pull-up jumper, no good. Delton Rhodes with the rebound. Arguello Nice move by Delton Rhodes. Rhodes explodes to the basket. He's going to get the opportunity for the and one.
You gave that to him.
Prairie Grove with a 5-point lead and an opportunity. And he converts the old-fashioned three-point play.
Well, that's Delton's first points of the night. Good to see him get on the scoring board.
And it comes at about the 2:45 mark left to go in the second quarter. Prairie Grove's got their largest lead of the game at 6, 21-15. Pull-up jumper there by Brackett, and it falls for him. 21-17. Prairie Grove leading. Arguello.
He's open again, Lynn.
He's wanting it again.
Oh,
and
my
there
goodness.
is a steal. Brackett all along. And he dunks it. So he gets the dunk. It's 21-19.
Wow, some unforced turnovers there for the Tigers. Good pass.
Oh, nice pass by Delton Rhodes. 23-17. I don't think they gave them their points.
I don't think so either. I'm going to do a quick check.
Yeah, it should be 21-19.
Yeah, they should have 19 points. There they go. They
got it.
We've got a new guy on the scoreboard over there.
Yeah, they do. Three-pointer by Mueller. Good. That's his second from there, and now it's 23-22. 1 minute, 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Yeah, Farmington right now showing they can score a lot of different ways.
Arguello. There's Patterson for three. No good. Rebound. I think they're going to. Wow. They call that on Garner?
Guess so.
Oh, Alex Dillette. I'm sorry, it was Dillette. That's his first. It's the team's fifth foul. And with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go, Derek, let's take a quick timeout with him.
Ozark Delight Lollipops are America's #1 fundraising lollipop. We produce our lollipops the old-fashioned way in small batches, ensuring flavor intensity to the last lick. Mass-produced, machine-made lollipops are simply inferior, and you and your customers can taste the difference. From the production to customer service to everything in between, Ozark's Delight does it right. So whether you're ordering for the next fundraising project or just need some of your favorite flavors, we're here to help. Click our website, ozarkdelight.com, or call us toll-free at 1-800-334-8991.
I wasn't eavesdropping, I just heard you say it. So.
1:05 here to go in the first half. Prairie Grove leading 23-22. Been a pretty close game throughout. I think the biggest lead's been 6 by Prairie Grove, and Farmington may have had a 3-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a good game both ways. Got off to a slow start. Farmington had a 10-8 lead at the end of the first quarter. Prairie Grove's been up by 5 or 6, and now the lead's down to 1. So both teams playing hard. I really like Prairie Grove's effort and energy in the first half. We've done a good job on the offensive glass. We got to cut down on those turnovers, Lynn. They've been hurting us here in the first half.
Well, assuming that Pea Ridge beats Ozark and that there's a three by Arguello, no good. Rebound by Patterson.
Another great offensive rebound. Another good shot by Arguello. There's another one. Shoot that.
Ball knocked away. I was going to say that assuming the people win that's supposed to win tonight, Farmington's first game would be against
Ozark.
Yep. Well, that's going to happen anyway.
That's going to happen anyway. That one's locked in.
And then Prairie Grove will face Gentry. Will probably be assuming that things work out. And there's Patterson thought about 3. Arguello.
Take care of that ball, fellas.
Down to 35 seconds. Patterson for 3. No good. And now Farmington has a chance. Down to 25 seconds. And Farmington has an opportunity to take the lead into the halftime.
Yeah, and I think they're going to take this last shot.
We're down to...
Got to be aware of Mueller.
15 seconds. Mueller's not afraid to shoot it from there. Down to 9 seconds. And that's a push. May not have been a terrible foul.
Yeah, that's just the 4th foul for Prairie Grove. Really, the officials have done a good job. Farmington's only committed 4 fouls. Prairie Grove with 4. They're letting them play.
Farmington's got 5, Derek.
5, I missed one. Yep.
Mueller for 3, no good. And that's the end of the first half. At halftime, Prairie Grove Tigers lead 23-22. Now, I believe the girls may be, the cheerleaders may do something here, so we'll stay with it. There's your halftime score, 23-22. Farmington cheerleaders are going to come out, and we'll just keep the camera there for the halftime. Here's your Prairie Grove Tiger cheerleaders. They're facing the home side, and we're on the visitors side, so you'll get this view. Derek, as our cheerleaders perform here, they, I believe they won a state title for our classification a few weeks ago. There's your Prairie Grove High cheerleaders, and we're going to take a little halftime break. We'll be back shortly with the halftime stats and for the second half.
Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville. We're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville. We're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of PGTigersOnline.com, and by the Prairie Grove All Sports Booster Club, where showing your Tiger pride is just one membership away. And now, sit back and relax. It's time for Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. Good evening and welcome to a night of Prairie Grove Tiger basketball. On the behalf of the administration, Superintendent Alan Williams, Assistant Superintendent Vol Woods, Athletic Director Coach Mike Green, Principal Ron Bond, and Assistant Principal Joey Saunders, along with all the coaches involved, Shelly Dugan, Kevin Froud, Steve Edmondson, and Ulysses Ruley, they want to thank you for joining us for tonight's games. The broadcasts of tonight's games are made possible through PG Telco, the providers of PGTigersOnline.com. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Ozark Delight, America's #1 fundraising lollipops. Lewis Automotive, serving all of Northwest Arkansas since 1947. The Bank of Fayetteville. We're banking on your potential. Sterling Drug, serving Prairie Grove since 1918. Flowers and Friends, flowers, gifts, and more with a hometown touch. Steak and Shake, famous for steak burgers, shakes, malts, and a whole lot more, just south of the Northwest Arkansas Mall. J&B Auto, Prairie Grove's bumper-to-bumper parts store, and by Frederick's One Stop, the one stop for all your needs when you're on the go. Tonight's broadcast is made possible through the generous donations of PG Telco, providers of...
Well, we're back for the second half. Derek, we didn't get back. I was sitting here talking to some of the Farmington fans and getting their perspective. It's always good, and they wanted me to point out that Prairie Grove was able to go up to Berryville last week without Coach Ed and pull off a win, and they were gold friends of Coach Ed's for back in his youth and wanted to take a shot at him there. But,
yeah.
Well, we're ready to start in the second half. Prairie Grove leading by 1. Farmington gets the ball with a possession arrow. Martin for 3, pulls up, got it. And so Farmington comes out in the first 10 seconds and knocks down a 3 and takes a 25-23 lead.
Yeah, that's Martin's second 3 of the ball game. He shot about 5 or 6. shot that one with confidence coming out of the halftime break.
Looks like they were ready to take a shot right off the bat. Baumgartner out here at the top. That's not his normal place to handle the ball.
Yeah, Farmington not really concerned with any of our players from outside the arc except for Dowdy and Rhodes. They're really squeezing up on those two, but everybody else is getting pretty good looks out there.
Nice hustle by Mueller. Good anticipation and steal by Mueller. And now Farmington with a chance to take a 4-point lead. Mueller gets it over to Brackett. Farmington with their original starting 5 back in. Battles almost got the loose ball there. Nice turn. Little baby hook there by Garner. Rebound by Delton Rhodes. 25-23, Farmington leads. Battles.
Yeah, they're not going to guard us out there. We got to make them pay, hit some of those shots. We did a decent job in the first half. Matt Lynn hit a couple. Dowdy got loose for one. Arguello hit one. Just got to be confident with our shot.
I think what happened there with Chad is he hesitated a little too long and thought about it a little too long, and now ball gets out to Hogsworth, back to Martin. He's looking for the 3, feeds inside. Garner, nice defense and rebound by Marcus Patterson. Delton Rhodes starts all the way.
Look at him go by that guy.
Wow, he went right by him, Derek. 25-25, 5:56 to go here in the third quarter. Garner makes a nice move.
Yeah, good move there.
And a nice move by Chase Garner. And he gets it to roll in for him, and now it's 27-25. Oh.
Yeah,
and Marcus probably got away with a step.
And then he fouled on the
Farmington fans not happy with that little transition, but they do get the ball, and Battles with a nice rebound. You're right. They're letting everyone, and they're going to get Martin for a hold there. They're letting everyone shoot from the 3, but Dowdy and
Coach Thompson's having the coaching strategy right now of let's let somebody else beat us. If Prairie Grove's going to win tonight, it's not going to be Rhodes or Dowdy from behind the arc. Now, having said that, Rhodes and Dowdy can find other ways to get themselves involved, even though, they've got a man in their face at all times. Dangerous pass.
And a nice play there by Brackett. He knocked it out further and took it. There's Martin for 3. He's got it. And now Farmington has their largest lead of the game, 30-25. They've come out, outscored Prairie Grove 7-2. Fouls, they call on Mueller.
Coach Ed upset because the foul he thought should have been called off that inbounds play, and it cost us 3 points on the other end.
Matt Glenn with the ball. Now Matt's back in, and he's made a couple threes tonight, so Harton. There's Dowdy for 3. That's off. And now Brackett, after the long rebound to Garner, gets the ball down quickly. 30-25, Farmington leads. Martin again for 3, and he's hot. 33-25, and that's the largest lead by anyone in the game tonight, 8 points. Farmington outscoring Prairie Grove 10-2 here.
Well, I think
11-2.
One of the differences, Martin, you can see, and he's not a great shooter, but he's catching the ball, no hesitation. He's just shooting the ball. He's in rhythm. He's not thinking about it. He's letting the ball go, and it's paying off for Farmington right now. And then you kind of see our guys a little bit hesitant to take those shots. Just got to be confident.
And Delton gets the roll, 33-26. Second shot on the way, and it's good, and 33-27. Prairie Grove needs a couple of stops to get this thing back.
Yeah, exactly right. Farmington has come out and been a lot more aggressive in this second half.
Farmington moving the ball around. Prairie Grove trying to catch them. Now Mueller's going to get a wide open three, and he gets it. So Farmington, the last 3 trips have been 3 3-pointers, and they stretched the lead to 9 points.
Yeah, 7 3-point baskets made by Farmington.
Win for 3, no good. Rebounded by Brackett, and now Farmington with a chance to go up by double digits. There's Martin in the corner. Brackett for 3, no good, but a wrong rebound out to Martin. 36-27, Prairie Grove trails. Turnover there is now Arguello in for Matt Glenn.
You know, the way Farmington has played against us, the way Ozark, you know, they beat us twice. We don't really match up great with either one of these teams, and probably a good thing they're on the other side of the bracket in the district tournament.
Arguello goes in, blocked by Garner. And now there's Martin again for 3.
Oh,
wow.
my goodness.
And Farmington has hit 4 straight 3-pointers and have taken a 12-point lead. And it may be time for a timeout, Derek.
Well, this is exactly what we did to Farmington at their place. We punched them in the mouth in the second quarter. Farmington has come out and punched us here in the third quarter. We've got to respond.
Well, now Farmington with a 12-point lead, and now a little frustration foul there by Cameron Dowdy. Battle's getting ready to come back in.
Well, you see, we've not just a frustration foul. You've seen frustration turnovers. We've seen frustration shots. Right now, just a...
Well, Martin has
got all the momentum.
Martin has heated up from over there in the corner.
Yes, he has. We might want to guard him. But give Farmington credit. They're finding him in transition when we don't have a chance to really get back and find him.
And you pointed out earlier, there's no hesitation.
Yep.
And now Farmington is just hot. It's 41-27, and they are just hot.
When one guy gets hot, everybody feeds off of that, and that's exactly what's going on with Farmington. Prairie Grove needs to get somebody going here so everybody else will step it up.
No good. And now Prairie Grove's getting a...
Yeah, we're trying to match them 3 for 3, and we're not getting good looks. We're forcing our shots. Wow.
A walk called there on Mueller.
Right now, Lynn, Farmington outscoring Prairie Grove 19-4 in the third quarter.
Harton.
Oh,
and the ball at the turnover. And I watched Coach Ruley on the side, and he sighed back in his chair like, oh, if it can go wrong, it is right now. And Farmington's hot, and they've got control of this basketball game.
We've got to give Farmington credit offensively. They're making shots, but on our offensive end, it's not really anything Farmington's doing. It's what we're doing.
Wow.
Now they're out hustling us too, Lynn. Those offensive rebounds, they're getting them in this half. We were getting them in the first half.
Well, down to a minute and 10 seconds, and Farmington has totally dominated the third quarter.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, when we played at their place, we outscored them 25-8 in the second quarter. This is like a role reversal here. Farmington's done exactly the same thing to us that we did to them, and we don't have as much time to make a comeback as they did. They had a whole half. It looks like we're just going to have 8 minutes.
Well, there's not a lot of fouls, so Prairie Grove can be aggressive defensively.
Yes.
Right now, they're just busting it from three-point land, and there's Mueller for another 3. He's got it. And Mueller and Martin have combined for 5 3-pointers here in the third quarter.
And 9 overall in the ball game.
And now a little jump hook, no good there by... It's 44-27, 17-point lead. 22-4 here in the third quarter, Derek. 22-4 in the third.
Yeah, and Farmington just going to be content to let the clock run out. The thing about pressure and, full court pressure, you got to be able to make shots to set up your press defense. And in the third quarter, Prairie Grove has not been able to do that.
Well, they'll have to come out in the second half in the fourth quarter very aggressively, because this thing has gotten out of control, and they're going to call a foul. 2 shots, 4.1 second.
Well, and it may come a point you don't want to lose on your senior night. You don't want to lose to Farmington. At the same time, with the win tonight, probably not going to make a difference to where we're seated next week. And so if it gets late enough in the ball game, I wouldn't be surprised to see Coach Ed rest everybody, keep everybody healthy going into the district tournament, and give us a chance to make the regional tournament.
Shot on the way. Garner makes 1 of 2, and it's 45-27. Prairie Grove has had 2 free throws, 1 field goal here in the third quarter. And now Delton Rhodes. Arguello's going to get a shot on the way. Oh! And what a third quarter for the Farmington Cardinals. They stretch it out 45-27 on the backs of Jared Martin and Josh Mueller, hitting 5 threes in the third.
Yeah, 9 threes for Farmington on the night.
So 27 of they have matched us in points with 3-pointers alone.
Exactly. That's never a good sign and never gives you a good chance to win a ball game when the other team's got as many 3-point points as you do total points. At the first half, it looked like Prairie Grove was a team that wanted to be here, that wanted to win this game more, and then coming out at halftime, Farmington has been that team. We have not been able to respond to that. We've not got a lot of time to make a run here and try to make it close.
Well, when you got good 3-point shooters, and Farmington is hot tonight, I don't know if they always play like that, but, when you're kind of in that zone and you move the ball around, occasionally you're going to get one of those guys open, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, and Farmington has done a really good job with their offense. They've moved the ball really well. Prairie Grove's tried to set some traps, but every time it seems like we've tried to set the trap, they've done a good job of passing over the top of it. So you got to give Farmington credit too, but you could see in that third quarter there was a lot of frustration from Prairie Grove.
Hey, Derek, we've lost the game. Tell them we've lost the game.
Okay.
We lost connection. We lost connection somehow.
Are you connected up there? That might be a good thing.
There's something going on. Let me see if I can get it.
Okay.
Derek, if you'll do it and watch play-by-play, at least they can hear it for a sec.
Well, Jacob Storley has checked in for Prairie Grove. And now Marcus Patterson throws the ball away. Jared Martin taking it strong to the hole. And he scores off the turnover. So Jared Martin's got 17 points. That's his first 2-point basket of the night. Farmington gets the lead up to 20.
And there's Patterson for 3, and it's short. And now Storley trying to save it. And Farmington is... Yeah, good.
Okay.
And Farmington has just exploded here in the second half.
Man, it
started in the first 10 seconds. Martin got the ball down. He drilled the 3, and they haven't looked back since.
Yeah, and they only had 22 points at halftime. They scored 23 points in the third quarter. This is where we got to convert.
And Stevens is going to be called for the foul. Farmington with 4 teams foul, Prairie Grove with 2. So if Prairie Grove could make a shot, we could start putting some pressure defensively, but its thing is out of, a couple more minutes here, and you're right. It's like you wave the white flag and make sure no one gets hurt.
Injury-ridden as we've been this year, definitely want to keep everybody that we have as healthy as we can be going into the regionals.
Shot no good by Patterson, and I think we're trying to match them with 3s that are really not falling for us right now.
Yeah, we were really patient in the first half.
Mueller for 3, and he misses
They finally missed one, Lynn. Yeah, but you're right. We were being very patient on offense the first half, and this second half is trying to be matching Farmington with their shots, and we hadn't been able to do it.
Battles pull-up jumper, in and out. And now that was a good shot by Chad, just in and out. So it's 47-27. Farmington has Scored 25 points here in the second half. Prairie Grove 4. And now the foul be on number 33, Jacob Storley.
And it's really hard to put your finger on what it is that makes a team play so much better. I think it just boils down to Farmington's hitting shots. They didn't hit in the first half. They kind of got some of the same looks, but they have just caught fire here in the second half.
Well, with just under 6 minutes to go, 5:59, unless Prairie Grove turns it up quickly, will be the 5 seed regardless of what happens in Berryville tonight.
Yep, and we'll be playing Gentry Tuesday night, it looks like.
In Gravette. The district tournament is in Gravette. And we will come to you. I believe the game, Derek, you probably have it right there, the time.
5:30.
5:30 Tuesday. Prairie Grove will play.
I got a text message from Coach Ed's. Oh, gosh.
And the ball's thrown away. Brackett dunks another one. And Farmington leading 49-27. That's the second dunk of the night for Brackett.
Yeah, off of another unforced turnover.
And a block. Oh. Foul is going to be called on Chase Garner. Dowdy will go to the line for 2. But so the webcast will come to you Tuesday night, Valentine's Day. Derek, I will not be here, but Derek will be webcasting with another partner, and I'll be celebrating my 25th wedding anniversary. So I will not be here that night. Dowdy at the line. Makes 1 of 2, and Prairie Grove gets their first point of the fourth quarter, almost 3 minutes into it. So just
and
struggling and shooting in the second half.
Yeah, Farmington's done a really good job on Dowdy. Yeah, I know he had a really good game against Berryville the other night. Farmington's locked him up tonight.
And with Martin and Mueller just really hot in the second half, and wow, everything is falling, and you just, you kind of got to sit here where it looked like that ball was going to roll off, and it back spun right back into the basket.
Well, you saw Arguello have one roll out. Battles has had one roll out. That one for Farmington rolls in, so just not our night.
And Farmington makes the free throw and leading by 26 points. And I know we keep hunting, but it's in the second half, it was 23-22 at half. And
well,
now, they have scored 32 points to Prairie Grove's 5.
And, you take a look at even the best team in our conference, Lynn, which is Shiloh. I mean, we beat them once, and even the game we lost to them was competitive all the way through. There hasn't been anybody in our conference that's really dominated like Farmington has tonight. I know Ozark beat us pretty bad the first conference game of the year, but other than that, we've played everybody really competitively and won our fair share of games in the conference, but Farmington has just played a much better second half than we have.
And now a nice feed into Baumgartner, who gets his shot blocked by Garner. And boy, Garner's had a lot of blocks. I know we didn't get the stats on that, but he's had, and there's Garner, or that's Dellett on the other end. 56-28, and another basket by Farmington, and the mercy rule will begin, and it's probably. Now with a, it looks like coming to the game is Luke Lloyd and Bradley Harton, and it looks like also coming to the game is going to be, that's Landon Allen. You might.
You're okay. Oh, sorry.
So Farmington scores here, and the clock will run. Garner, no good. Harton with the rebound. Luke Lloyd with the ball and Matt Glenn. Landon Allen hadn't seen a lot of playing time this year, but he's one of the taller players on the team. Great field goal kicker for the football team. Short. Nice rebound by Matt Glenn. Luke Lloyd feeds it into Landon. Matt Glenn gets a basket. So that's the first field goal. It comes at 3:05 since early or mid third quarter. So
yeah, it has just been a struggle.
Dismal.
Played a great first half, and this second half is as great as the first half was. This half has been as bad the other way.
It looks like Spencer Kilgore and Zach Galligan are going to come in the game for Prairie Grove. So with 2:53 to go and Farmington leading 56-30. We got to start looking at the district tournament, and it's going to end up being probably, or the way, I don't know what will happen, but the 2 seed, I think.
If Gravett wins tonight against Shiloh, and that game's at Gravett, they're the 2 seeds, so they will automatically qualify for the regional tournament.
If they lose and Pea Ridge wins, I don't know who has the points between Pea Ridge and Gravett. They would be tied.
Yeah, and then you got to factor in Berryville. You know, I think they play at Gentry tonight.
And now number 10, Stevens, who was really hot in the first game against Prairie Grove. 2-point shot off the backboard. Stevens gets the rebound. Gets it back out. That's number 12 for the Cardinals is Zach Law. Stevens, no good. And that was Michael Ryan chasing it down, trying to chase it down with the Cardinals. Spencer Kilgore into the game, and Derek, I don't remember on a webcast night Spencer playing.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him playing. I know A.J. Plemons, number 44, he got some time earlier this year, it seemed like, and I think he may be dressing now that Ty has been out the last few games. So it's good to see A.J. He's a sophomore, going to be a contributor the next couple years.
And Landon Allen shot on the way, and it rolls in for him. So 56-31, 2 minutes to go. And so tonight on senior night, the Prairie Grove Tigers are going to split with Farmington. The girls win a close one, 55-50. And the boys are, without some type of miracle, will fall to Farmington tonight.
Good job by AJ there.
AJ, and it's nice to see these players that don't get a lot of playing time. They're playing hard.
Yeah, and it's going to be really interesting to see how we respond coming out Tuesday night to play Gentry. Gentry played us a good ball game up there last Friday. We made a late run to be able to pull away with that game. And so it's going to be interesting to see how we respond and how motivated we come out to play against Gentry Tuesday night.
Law throws it away. 1:29 to go here, and now coming into the game is Peyton Sims coming in. Peyton got a lot of playing time earlier in the year, and even a couple weeks ago against, I believe it was Ozark.
Yeah, and I actually think Peyton started Tuesday night over at Berryville, got into some foul trouble, but gave us some good minutes.
Landon Allen playing aggressively and now feeds it to Luke Lloyd. Bottom! Luke Lloyd gets a three-pointer. I don't know if that's his first points of the year, but
it may
his
be.
First three-pointer, I believe.
And I know if Luke's open, he can knock that shot down. Good to see him do that.
Michael Ryan, shot, no good. Rebounded by Peyton Sims. 56-35, and
Lynn, I was going to tell you earlier, I got a text from Coach Ed's brother. He's on a bus coming back from Hot Springs, and he said he's watching the game on the phone.
Wow.
That was about halftime. I checked my message and saw that. I'm hoping for Marty's sake the power went out or something. He didn't have to endure the second half because I know he was pulling for a Prairie Grove win tonight, and he's a coach up at Gentry, so saw him last Friday night, got a chance to talk to him.
Well, like you said, I mean, we didn't talk about Steak and Shake player of the game, Derek. If you look down the list tonight.
We want to go Jared Martin.
Well, if we could pick a Farmington player, you'd have to go there. But for the Prairie Grove Tigers tonight, boy, you know, I would probably go with Matt Glenn because early on he hit some big baskets. But Peyton Sims, and now with the rebound is number 5. That is Bryson Duffy.
Yeah, I thought Matt played a really good first half. Got his first start, as far as I know, of his career, and did a good job of hitting some early threes.
And he's really our high point guy.
Yeah, he
in the
is.
game.
He leads us in scoring.
And now a foul is going to be called. I believe that's going to be Peyton Sims. Bryson Duffy with probably an opportunity to get some points in his career. He's a sophomore. And first shot on the way, and it's good. So Bryson Duffy gets his first points of the game. 57-35, 32 seconds to go, and makes them both. So Kilgore will bring it down for the last 30 seconds. Number 21, Zach Galligan in. There's Landon Allen. Luke Lloyd with the ball. And now Kilgore for 3, no good. Luke Lloyd with the rebound, nice hustle. Down, and we're going to get a jump ball. It's going to go Farmington's way with 11.1 seconds. Derek, I'm going to check comment page real quick, and this we'll do a quick recap at the very end at the game, and then we'll call it a night. Well, that's the end of the ball game. The final score, Farmington 58, Prairie Grove 35. Our Steak and Shake player of the game, Matt Glenn. Derek, if you want to go to
quick stats here.
Quick stats.
For Prairie Grove, there was a lot of scoring from a lot of different players, but just not enough of it. Patterson with 2, Dowdy with 4, Arguello, Lloyd, Baumgartner with 3 points. Matt Glenn led the Tigers with 8. Delton Rhodes with 7, Brad Harton with 1, Chad Battles and Landon Allen each had 2 points. And then for Farmington, Jared Martin with 17 points, Mueller with 12, Dillette with 11, Garner 9, and Brackett with 7, and then Duffy with 2 points. Yes. Tuesday at 8:30.
Okay, well, that's it tonight from Prairie Grove. Our final scores tonight. Sorry about that. Prairie Grove girls win the first game by a score of 55-50. The boys fall at the score of 58-35. Well, that's it for tonight. Lynn Gregson, Derek Dugan's just to the side of me here. We'll come to you on Tuesday at 5:30. Prairie Grove will be facing the Gentry Pioneers in Gravette for the first round of the district tournament. For those that may be watching in Farmington, if you turned over here, Farmington will play at 8:30 against Ozark. That's it from Prairie Grove tonight. Thank you. Have a good evening.